Well, we knew this day was coming, and it seems like the time is finally nigh, as they say. Those new US tariffs are starting to impact our gaming gadgets, and that's going to have probably rippling impacts over the coming weeks and months and, who knows, years? Hey there, welcome back to Gen X Grown Up. I'm John, and I am a Gen X Grown Up. Thank you for taking the time to check out this video. I just saw an email from Atari the other day, and it's being picked up in Kotaku and a lot of other places, where they alerted customers that as of May 5th, 2025, they were going to increase the cost of physical cartridges by 10%. So what used to be $29.99 or $30 basically is going to be $33 to help offset the cost of the additional fees they incur to import these products in from overseas, where they're typically manufactured. I mean, we know how the majority of stuff gets manufactured overseas and comes in. So that means these tariffs are hitting everything. It was just the other day that I saw George reporting on the Bit by Bit news segment that Ambernick was starting to curtail pre-orders and imports to the US because of the rising costs. And I saw an email from, who was it? Funstock COUK, retro game distributor in the UK, who every time I buy something Evercade, I buy it from Funstock. They have a great inventory, they have good prices and good import-export shipping costs. But they have cut off, I think as of now or as of in a couple of days, they've cut off orders for anyone in the US because they can't guarantee what the cost ultimately will be, and they don't want to have people place an order and get surprised by extra fees. And so I bring all this up just like I don't want to have a political discussion. You know, we are where we are and we have no control over that. But as hobbyists, we are the populace affected by these politically sanctioned tariffs and extra fees. So how do we deal with it? Well, if you're an Atari fan and you're looking to buy some of those cartridges, I guess order now before the 5th to get in on the old price, because they warned everyone, give you like a week notice. But beyond that, like there's so much still coming. Like I think about all the stuff we looked at in January at the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas there with My Arcade, and they do their manufacturing in China by large part. And I'm like, oh no, like how is that going to impact the cost of a micro player and a pocket player? And I want to play Golden Axe on a micro player, and now the Shinobi joystick, all that stuff, the Game Station Go, for heaven's sake. Like I know they had locked in the price at $150 for 2 years, but I've got to think, to keep from losing money, they're probably going to have to bump prices just like we're seeing with other retailers and Atari and everything. So how do you think this will impact you? Do you think you're going to be more selective about the things that you purchase? Is that extra 10, 15, 20%, is it worth it to you to just ignore what's going on with the tariffs and just pay the fee in order to get the gaming toys and gadgets and products that you're looking for? Or do you think you'll shift that money into some other hobby that isn't affected by these tariffs? It's a big topic and more than I could really discuss here all by myself. But really, I would like to get a respectful conversation going on down in the comments about not so much how we got here, but how do you think you will be reacting to these fluctuating costs as we wait and see where things settle in the coming weeks and months? It's very real. It hits your pocketbook. I'm living super meagerly as I try to make Gen X Grown Up a full-time gig, so I don't have a lot of disposable income. So when there's something I'm dying for, probably have to think twice about it now and go, well, maybe I'll wait, buy it later. There's that FOMO that you have to worry about too if you experience that. So anyway, as I said, let me know. I'd love to get a conversation going down in the comments to chat about this and get a feel for what your motivations and what your thoughts are. I appreciate you popping in to check this out. I'll throw some links to some other news articles I've covered recently here and here. Can't wait to talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.